Hello everyone, in this video we'll be solving problem 11, container with most water. The problem statement is we are given an integer array height and length n. We need to return the maximum amount of water we can store in a container. Basically we need to figure out what is the maximum or the largest rectangle we can build with the given inputs. With the input given in example number 1, we can draw the largest container using the two reds as the length and its distance being the width. As the height of the rectangle should be same, so we'll take the minimum between the two lines, which is 7, and the distance or the width between the two pillars is also 7, giving us the total area of 49. Just like this, we need to try different combinations of all the input given to us and make sure that we are able to record the largest container that can hold the maximum water. I hope you are able to understand the problem statement. Now let's switch to whiteboard and discuss couple of approaches to solve this problem. The simplest approach to solve this problem is using brute force, where we'll run nested iterations with two pointers. Both will be pointing at different values in the given array and help us identify the height of the container. The idea is to try all possible combinations using the two pointers, calculate the area of the container that we can build, and save it if it is the largest that we have calculated so far. We'll maintain a global variable that will be used to save the maximum product or the maximum area size. The height of the container will be the smaller value between the two I and j are pointing, while the width will be the difference between I and j. We can simply multiply the two values to calculate the area of the rectangle or the size of the container. We compare the product against the max product, which is a global variable, and save the higher value in that global variable. The same operation will be repeated for all possible combinations of I and j. Once the iteration is done, we will return max product as our output. With this solution, our time complexity is O of n square, as we are running nested iterations to figure out all possible combinations and get the maximum output. While the space complexity is O of 1, as we are only using this one variable to keep tabs on the maximum product. Now let's think about how we can use an optimized solution to solve this problem, which can give us a better time complexity. One way to solve this problem is using two pointers. As the name suggests, we'll be using two pointers, left and right, where left will be pointing at the first element from the left, while right will be pointing at the last element. The rest of the calculation stays the same, where we'll take the values that left and right are pointing at, figure out the height and width of the container, calculate the product, and save it in the global variable. The only difference here is the logic that we will be using to increment or decrement the pointers. In the previous approach, we were incrementing our pointers to try all possible combinations, but this time we will be smart about it and only change the pointers based on a certain criteria. We can only get the maximum product if we make sure that the container height is the maximum. That is, the values that left and right pointers are pointing should be the greatest. With two pointers pointing at two values, there are three possible cases that can happen. One being both the values are equal. Let's park this scenario for later and move on to the next case where VL is greater than VR. It means that the left pointer is pointing at a height which is greater than the right pointer. So if we want to continue the iteration and try a different combination, we should stick with the left pointer as is and only change the right pointer. As the right pointer is already pointing at the last element in the array, we should go ahead and decrement its value so that we don't get index out of bounds errors. And the last case is where VR is greater than VL, which means that the right pointer is pointing at a height which is greater than the left pointer value. If we were to face this scenario, we should make sure that the right pointer still continues to point at the same value while we change the left pointer. The logic is still the same, as we want to make sure we can use the maximum height to build the container. Because the left pointer is pointing at the first element in the array, we can't do a decrement on its value, so we'll increment the value by 1. With this approach, we are being smart about how we are trying different combinations to calculate the maximum container size. Instead of trying all combinations, we are just trying to get the maximum height and calculate the product. Let's do a couple of runs to understand how will this work with this input. Starting with left pointing at 0 and right pointing at the last element, that is index 8. Corresponding values are 1 and 7. So the height of the container will be the minimum amongst the two, which is 1. While the width is going to be the difference between left and right, which will be 8. So the product is 1 by 8, giving it 8. And that is the maximum product so far. So we'll save it in the variable. Because the value of right pointer is greater than the left pointer, we'll increment the left pointer by 1. So for the next run, my left will be 1, right pointer will be 8. This time the two values are 8 and 7. The height of the container will be the minimum value, that is 7, while the width will also be 7. 8 minus 1 is 7, giving us the product 49, which is greater than the maximum product that we have calculated so far. So we'll save that value in the global variable. Because my left pointer is pointing at 8 while the right is pointing at 7, left is greater, so we'll keep left as is and decrement the right pointer. So for the next run, my left will be 1, right will be 7. Corresponding values are 8 and 3. The minimum height is 3 while the width is 6, giving me the product 18, which is less than the current maximum product. So we'll not replace the value. We'll repeat the same cycle over and over again until left is less than right. Once the condition fails, we will stop the while loop and return the maximum product. With this solution, our time complexity is O of n, as we are using two pointers to iterate through all of the elements in the given input array. And the space complexity is O of 1, as we are only using this one variable to maintain the maximum product. I hope you were able to understand the explanation. Let me show you how we can implement this using C#. Here is my C# solution. I start by initializing the return value variable, which will hold the maximum product. Following that, I am initializing two variables, left and right pointer, and then starting a while loop until left is less than right. And then calculating the distance or the width of the container, which is left minus right, and then calculate the minimum height, which is math of min between the values that left and right pointer is pointing at. I then calculate the current product using the distance and the height and compare it against the current maximum product. Whichever value is higher will be saved back to the return value variable. After that, I am determining what pointer should be updated based on the values or the height. If the left pointer is pointing at a smaller height, we increment the left pointer or else decrement the right pointer. Once the while loop is complete, we are returning the return value variable as our output. This code, when submitted on LeetCode, beats nearly 100% of the submissions in terms of runtime and nearly 12% in terms of memory. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to understand the explanation. The link to the code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.